Boom, boom. Hey, everybody. Kevin here, Coliseum Comics. It is Wednesday. It is August 14th. It is New Comic Book Day, the best day in the year. Maybe the week. Let's try week. You know, it's 6 o'clock in the morning, my friends, when I'm filming this, and the coffee has not kicked in. I need about 18 more of these. But we're going to get going. We're going to move it on because there's a lot of great stuff today. You know what? It's here in Florida, school went back in session on Monday, so all the parents, here's your time to come down to the comic book store and do what you love. That is, get some you time and get some you time with some great comics. I got a lot of great stuff. Let's start with Marvel this week. I'm going off. My first pick is one of my favorites. It is Ultraman versus Avengers. Ultraman Avengers, not versus. Ultraman Avengers #1. This is written by Kyle Higgins and Matt Groom. The art is by Francisco Nana. Spider-Man, Miles Morales' Spider-Man has left Earth and ended up with Japan's greatest hero. Of course, he's brought Galactus along in tow. You throw in the Avengers, you throw in some kaiju, and you've got a really great adventure. I love this, man. I enjoyed the daylights on this. I know nothing about Ultraman. And so this book to me was a fun read. It was a great discovery. I love the characters. I love something familiar like the Avengers, which I know, and something I don't know, like Ultraman, come together, and then I get to go, wow, look, these guys are cool too. This is a great read. It's a lot of fun. #1 out today. Loved it. My second pick is a #2 issue. It's X-Men #2, written by Jed MacKay. The art is by Ryan Stegman. Can Cyclops and his team take care of an alien invasion and save a brand new mutant at the same time? Kenny, I love Stegman's art, man. Check this out. Oh, it is so great and so detailed. I love the daylights out of this. I really do. This is a lot of fun, and that's what comics should be, fun. Check that out. Bang. So good. I like this new team. I really do. The X-Men books are really great. I know there's an X Factor 1 out this week. X Factor 1. It almost made the list. I liked it. I like the fact in this book that anyone can die. It's more of reality TV, which isn't my jam, but still a fun read. It did not make my pick per se, like X-Men just kicked my butt good. So you have a lot of X choices out there. X-Men #2, my pick of the week in the X books. Now let's go to my third pick. It's a Spider-Man title. I said there were a couple of X books, but guess what, gang? 5 Spider-Man titles this week. That's right. You had the Spider Society, which was kind of a fun run. You've got Amazing Spider-Man, which is Peter on a date. This was a fun read. It really was. It didn't make my pick. It kind of made my pick. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than I've enjoyed Spider-Man in the past. But my pick this week is Miles Morales Spider-Man #23. What a fun time. This book is written by Cody Ziegler. The art is by Federico Vincentini. I hope I said that right, because Federico, man, I enjoy your art. Let me pull up a double page here. I just enjoy the daylights on this. This was such a fun read. Okay, after Blood Hunt, Miles Morales here has to cope with some new power type things. Oh, and that unquenchable thirst for blood. He's a vampire. Oh no! Hey, don't panic, kids. Storm was a vampire back in the summer of the 80s, bitten by Dracula. Of course, that was just for an annual. This is ongoing, but this is a blast, man. How are they going to handle Miles Morales being a vampire? All the daywalkers walking around. This is a great read. It was fun. It really was. And comics should be fun. Those are my Marvel picks, but there are a lot of great Marvel books out. You may not agree with me. You may agree with me. Write in the comments. Let's slide over to DC, because we have a lot from DC. My first pick, Action Comics 1068. Written, the first story, this is written by Gail Simone. The art is by Eddie Barrows. The backup story, Lois and Clark in Love at Work, written by Rainbow Rowell, and the art is by Cian Tormey. Let's go with the first story. It is Challenge from the Stars, Part 2. Clark is taking on this alien challenge with help from Lois and Jimmy. This book is a blast. It is so much fun. Gail Simone is. This is a tale from Superman's past, and it's so enjoyable. And it's a huge scale story. Let's switch that with the other story, which is Lois and Clark at Work. And there's some changes made now that Lois is in charge. One of those changes is maybe Clark doesn't cover the Metro beat or Superman anymore, and that causes some problems. That's a fun story. It's a fun backup story. These two stories couldn't be any different. This is a great read. Love it. Boom. As a Superman fan, I'm enjoying the daylights out of that. My second pick from DC this week, it's Green Lantern, number 14. It's an Absolute Power tie-in. This is written by Jeremy Adams. The art is by Fernando Pasalan. This book is a picture, if you will, Die Hard, but with Hal Jordan. To escape Amanda Waller, Hal Jordan is going to use some weapons of DC's greatest villains. What a blast! What a good time, man! What can I say? It just makes me smile how fun this book is and how much I'm loving the Absolute Power series. Everything across the board. There's another Absolute Power Task Force 7 out. But this made my choice this week. Green Lantern, bang, 14. Loving it, absolutely loving it. And my final choice in DC this week, DC versus Vampires, World War V or World War V. I said 5. I meant V. I went old school lettering, but it is World War V. This is written by Matthew. God, I love this. Matthew Rosenberg. The art is by Otto Schmidt. It is Green Arrow versus Damian and his guerrilla fighters. The peace between humans and vampires in this Elseworld storyline is walking a very thin line. It's on thin ice. And Damian, as usual, is a problem with his guerrilla fighters. Does Green Arrow take him out to keep the peace? This is a fun book. Loved it. Those are my choices right there for DC. Lots of great reads out there. Get in the store, find them. Let's go to independent. Man, there's a lot of good stuff this week. Is there, Kevin? Yes, there is. Let's start off with my first choice. Hey, kids, set the Wayback Machine for the early 60s. And Tim Matheson doing the voice. That's an old school reference, man. Not a lot of people are going to get that. Johnny Quest, number 1, based on the Hanna-Barbera cartoon and the Free Comic Book Day smash that we couldn't, it just went within minutes. This is Johnny Quest. This was written by Joe Casey. The art is by Sebastian Perez. Johnny, Haji, Race, Dr. Quest, and Bandit, they are stranded on their home island in a way that they didn't expect. This book, man, this is such a... It's got that 1960s old feel, mystery to it, and I absolutely adored it, man. This was a blast to read. Again, comics are supposed to be fun. Remember that. So if you're not reading something that makes you happy, that you think is fun, we do what we do. We are creatures of habit. We stay with it until it becomes fun. While you're doing that, find something different that's fun. Johnny Quest, number 1 by Dynamite, fits that bill. My next choice is from Boombox. It is called Sir. It is written in art by Fellhound. Avery just started at the posh Bridleham Academy. First thing Avery does is start looking for a long-lost love, Nico, who is mixed up into some medieval dueling. I enjoyed the story. I'll be honest, I enjoyed the story more than I enjoyed the art. The art itself is a little simplistic, but it gets the job done. But the story itself was a blast. This is the kind of thing that Netflix ends up picking up, so get on the ground floor, because Sir, S-I-R, Sir, is a joy to read. My next choice. If you're a fan of The Boys and Dungeons and Dragons, man, do I got a book for you. It's called Babs. It is by newcomer to the video here, Ahoy Comics. Written by Garth Ennis. The art is by Jason Burrows. You get to meet our new barbarian thief and her enchanted sword, Barry, who's a bit of a pain in the ass. This book, it's everything Garth Ennis does. And if you were to the language is there, the comedy is there, the adventure is there. Babs, man, pick it up, because this, like I said, if you're a fan of The Boys, and I've been digging the series, I've been digging Gen V, I love the comic. This is new, and as a D&D fan, man, this just clicks. It hits all cylinders. Babs, #1, Ahoy Comics. Don't sleep on it, man. This is a fun book. Absolutely loved it. My last choice this week comes from our friends at IDW. It is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Night Watcher #1, written by Judy Ba, art is by Pharaoh Pei. This is another hero in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles mythos. Night Watcher, look with that armor and stuff. I enjoyed this. I don't know much about this character, which was kind of great. I love the fact they go to this action into interview type thing along the way. It's a lot of fun. This book is just a great time to read. And as a Turtles fan, I enjoy when they take the world. With world building is a pleasure. And there we go. That's what I have for you this week, my friends. There's a lot of stuff. I'm talking this. It's like piles upon piles. Look at this pile of just quick picks. And there's a lot of stuff that I read that I loved that didn't make the list. It's over there. There's a pile over there. So what do you do? It's still summer for those of us who aren't back in school. Man, take some time to yourself. Go get some coffee, get some comics, relax, have a good time. Comics are fun, man. If you're out there, just do it. Just pop into your local Coliseum of Comics. Walk the new book aisle, ask for suggestions, see what's on the counter. What are we pimping this week? This week, what are we pimping? We're pimping Johnny Quest. What are my choices? Spider Society, and we're pimping DC versus Vampires. So, hey, 2 of those made my big cut. But man, pick up something that makes you happy. Find some old favorites. Find some new favorites. That's the coolest thing ever. But to do that, you need to get thee to a Coliseum of Comics. My friends, enjoy your reads. I'll see you in the store.